Minister of Immigration and Corrections discusses amnesty in parliamentary hearing. Corrections and Attorney General strengthen data exchange. Philippines studies Indonesia's Muslim inmate rehabilitation programs. Masudi pushes for faster corrections reform. Surabaya prison harvests 2 tons of corn.
Good morning, sahabat pemasyarakatan. Greetings to our viewers around the world. We are here for the 14th episode broadcast of Apa Kabar Pemasyarakatan English News Channel. With me, Fitra.
And I'm Arlene. We're here to bring you the latest updates on corrections across Indonesia. Let's dive into the latest developments on Apa Kabar Pemasyarakatan English News Channel.
The Minister of Immigration and Corrections, Agus Andrianto, presented several key correctional agendas before the House of Representatives.
Among them were amnesty policy and transfer of prisoners.
Minister of Immigration and Corrections Agus Andrianto recently outlined several key policies during a working meeting with Commission 13 of the House of Representatives. Among the key issues discussed were amnesty grants, transfer of sentenced persons, and foreign nationals monitoring. Regarding amnesty, Minister Agus emphasized that this measure serves as a strategy to ease overcrowding in prisons and detention centers across Indonesia. Of the 44,495 inmates eligible, 19,337 have passed the initial verification process and are undergoing further screening by the Directorate General of Legal Administration. Additionally, 3 rounds of foreign prisoner transfers have already taken place throughout 2024. Commission 13 welcomed the amnesty and prisoner transfer initiative but stressed the need for clear standardized procedures, including the establishment of an independent screening mechanism to prevent any potential political instability. The outcome of this meeting will be followed up through the development of a roadmap for corrections and immigration reform overseen by a special working committee. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Immigration and Corrections is finalizing data verification on eligible inmates while drafting legislation on international prisoner transfers.
The Directorate General of Corrections and the Attorney General's Office have agreed to strengthen information actions.
This initiative serves as a preparation ahead of the implementation of Indonesia's new criminal code.
The Directorate General of Corrections is strengthening its partnership with the Attorney General's Office. Recently, the Directorate General of Corrections held a meeting with the Directorate of Extraordinary Legal Efforts, Execution, and Examination to discuss interagency data exchange through an integrated information system. This collaboration is crucial for monitoring subsidiary prison sentences and financial penalties, ensuring more effective and transparent enforcement. With the new criminal code set to take effect soon, the urgency for enhanced cooperation and seamless data integration has never been greater. By reinforcing collaborative efforts and digital integration, authorities aim to make the justice and correction systems more transparent, efficient, and aligned with the principles of fairness.
Faith-based and skills training program remain a key focus in Indonesia's correctional system.
This initiative has drawn the attention of the National Commission on Muslim Filipino, which recently visited the Directorate General of Corrections.
As a religiously diverse nation, Indonesia guarantees freedom of worship and faith-based rehabilitation for inmates. The National Commission on Muslim Filipinos, or NCMF, has taken great interest in Indonesia's religious rehabilitation programs and recently visited the Directorate General of Corrections to learn from Indonesia's approach to protecting religious rights and vocational training for Muslim inmates. During the visit, Julius Saruza, Director of Prisoner Development and Child Assistance, explained that Indonesia's rehabilitation model is rooted in social reintegration. Inmates receive both rehabilitation program covering religious education and legal awareness and vocational training to help them rebuild their lives. In institutions like Tangerang and Kediri prisons, Muslim inmates participate in Quran memorization programs, religious counseling, and vocational training supported by Islamic boarding schools and the Ministry of Religious Affairs. All inmates are also ensured access to religious services, halal meals, healthcare, remission, and conditional leave. Following this visit, NCMF expressed interest in adopting similar programs in the Philippines, aiming to enhance the rehabilitation of Muslim inmates and better prepare them for reintegration into society.
The Director General of Corrections, Masudi, calls for faster implementation of the Immigration and Corrections Minister's Acceleration Program.
His instructions were delivered in a hybrid meeting to all correctional officers across Indonesia.
Director General of Corrections, Masudi, has reaffirmed the commitment to accelerating the Minister of Immigration and Corrections priority programs. This directive was delivered in a hybrid meeting attended by correctional facilities across Indonesia. During the session, Masudi emphasized the urgent need to eliminate mobile phone smuggling, illegal fees, and drug circulation within prisons and detention centers. He stated that strict enforcement and continuous supervision will be carried out to maintain the integrity of correctional officers. Additionally, he urged prisons and detention centers to expand agricultural programs as part of its security efforts. He encouraged all facilities to utilize available land and involve inmates in agriculture, fisheries, and farming, enabling self-sufficiency while developing valuable skills. Furthermore, the Director General emphasized the importance of collaboration with law enforcement agencies at the provincial and local levels to enhance oversight and optimize inmate rehabilitation. As part of the acceleration program, Masudi called on all correctional officers to actively contribute to implementing strategic initiatives that align with the government's broader reform agenda.
Inmates at Surabaya prison successfully harvested up to 2 tons of corn.
This effort contributes to Indonesia's food security program.
Surabaya Prison has successfully harvested 2 tons of corn, making a major milestone in its agricultural rehabilitation program. The harvest event was led by East Java's Regional Head of Corrections, Kadiono, alongside Surabaya Prison Warden, Jayanta, with support from local police and military representatives. The crops, consisting of hybrid and sweet corn varieties, were cultivated by inmates at the prison's Assimilation and Education Center. The yield will be distributed for local assistance, sold as incentives for inmates, and used for further seed cultivation. Beyond promoting self-sufficiency, this initiative allows inmates to actively contribute to food security efforts in line with the National Corrections Reform Strategy under the Minister of Immigration and Corrections.
Sahabat Pemasyarakatan, that concludes this week Essential Updates. Thank you for joining us on Apa Kabar Pemasyarakatan English News Channel.
Keep up with the latest news in corrections by following our social media platforms below.
Wishing you a blessed Ramadan filled with peace, joy, and spiritual growth.
Stay tuned for more Apa Kabar Pemasyarakatan English News Channel.
Pemasyarakatan pasti bermanfaat untuk masyarakat.